0-1 is up high on Macabroda. It's 1-1, and it's been a really rough stretch of the season for Cam O'Reilly. Just one earned run allowed across his first 5 outings of the year, but since then, it's been really rough. Hasn't had a scoreless outing, either a start or relief appearance, since June 24th. That was a 10-2 loss at David E. Hastings Stadium in Guelph.
And if you're the Baycats, you're hoping that streak continues. A big swing there from Nolan Macabroda coming up with nothing. A 1-2 count here, and he'll look to stay alive. Great take there on a 1-2.
I'm going to correct myself. That last scoreless outing was last year when he was a London Major. So this season, no scoreless outings for Cam O'Reilly, either in relief or as a starter. 2-2 pitch to Macabroda. Little flare out in the left center field. Charging back on it is Casera. He dives and can't make the catch. Backed up by Haggith. It'll be extra bases for Nolan Macabroda to lead off the 6th inning.
A perfectly placed hit from Nolan Macabroda right in between the left and center fielders. Center fielder diving for it, can't come up with it. The Baycats will start with a runner on second for Ryan Rio. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Baycats looking to keep that streak of runs per appearance going.
O'Reilly's second appearance this year was at this ballpark against the Baycats. Went 3 innings, gave up 4 earned runs on 8 hits. First pitch to Rio. Rio shows bunt, pulls it back as it was low.
Was that a bunt I just saw from Ryan Rio?
Incredible stuff.
Scratch that off on your bingo card tonight. Ryan Rio squaring up to bunt.
Infield playing relatively shallow on the left side. He does show bunt. He fouls it off of, looks like the hand of Fukuda, the catcher. And he's going to need a moment to shake that one off.
It looked like it was a foul tip right off the hand. You hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's clearly in a lot of discomfort. They might need someone to come in and replace him. Fukuda bent over. In quite a bit of pain. They're trying to call over to the Barnstormer bullpen to get the bullpen catcher back out towards the dugout. Well, that's the dangers of being a catcher at this level of baseball. Even just on what looked like just an innocent bunt attempt, Fukuda was up, ready to receive that ball and ready to throw it if necessary, and that bare hand got in the way. And scary scene for him. He seems to be okay, but lots of pain, being checked out by Katarina Zendaris, the Baycats trainer.
Tough scene there over by the Barnstormers dugout.
And Dan Norman's going to take this opportunity to bring his infield together and have a chat. Not a pitching change for Chatham-Kent, but with an opportunity like this, you might as well give some strategy to your infielders with a runner on second here. Looks like Greg Campbell there is stretching out in front of the Chatham-Kent dugout, ready to take Fukuda's place if necessary, but it seems to be the major discussion for the Barnstormers right now as to whether or not Fukuda will be replaced, and that looks to be the case.
Looked to be the end of the night for Fukuda there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now playing catcher for the Barnstormers.
Tough break for Chatham-Kent.
One
of your premier defensive players as well as your premier bats in the lineup, as he was the 4-hole hitter tonight. We will reset here in a 1-1 count. In the bottom of the 6th inning, a runner on first base and Ryan Rio at the dish. We are tied at 2.
Well, if that turns out to be a multiple game loss for Chatham-Kent, that is a huge loss. Not only defensively at the catcher position, the guy with plenty of pro experience, as we mentioned, but even offensively, one of your best hitters in your lineup. You mentioned it, Dylan. Guy slots into that cleanup spot. But Greg Campbell, he's been a great addition to this Chatham-Kent lineup. He's been an ice hockey goalie for so many years. Actually, he's a co-owner of a goaltending academy down in the Chatham-Kent area. Great defensively. He actually had the walk-off single on Sunday against the Royals. Resetting here, the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's inside. O'Reilly didn't have any warm-up pitches during that break, so wasn't an overly long break, but a little bit cold maybe. Two-one. Big swing from Ryan Rio and a nice block from Campbell, keeping Macabroda at second base.
Yeah, good job keeping the ball in front of him. The Baycats looking to take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We mentioned the slow start from the Baycats. Two runs, not an extremely slow start, but still not like the runs we know they can put up.
Fouled off by Rio. That curveball just got on the other side of his bat, swung through it.
Yet another foul ball. We've seen so many of them tonight. That one stays in the park, though. We won't have to find another baseball.
Just that late break on that curveball from O'Reilly might have saved him a long ball. Here's 2-2. Rio offers at it. Did he go? No, he did not. Rio just barely holds up, and the count is now full.
Very close, but a full count. Great discipline from Ryan Rio, the 4-hole hitter tonight.
Full count, nobody out. Macabroda on second base. Here's the pitch. It's up high. Ryan Rio draws the walk.
The third baseman, number 35.
Cam O'Reilly, rough start to.
I mentioned it earlier, Julius. With a bullpen game, you want to have good at-bats, and what better way to showcase it than right there? A tremendous at-bat from Ryan Rio. Draws a long at-bat and finds himself on first base with a walk. Still no out, 2 runners on, and Malik Williams. Finally, the Baycats get themselves a lefty-righty matchup. Seems like it's been an eternity since we found themselves here.
Rough start to the inning for Cam O'Reilly. The double by Macabroda, and then the walk following that to Ryan Rio. Here's Malik Williams. That one's on the ground through the right side for a base hit. Macabroda getting the wave around third. It could be a play. No throw to the plate. 3-2 Baycats.
Quick work there from Williams. He sees the first pitch, and he liked it very much as he grounded it through the infield. Baycats take the lead here, still 0 out. And 2 runners on for Adam Odd.
What a game this is turning out to be for Malik Williams. 3 hits and now an RBI to show for it in 3 plate appearances. Still nobody out here.
And despite the ball that he hit nearly for a home run, it's been contact that's been staying very close to the infield. 2 up the middle, and that one on the ground to right field.
Nice
doing
block.
His job, moving the baton, and setting up the Baycats for more success here in the inning.
Nice block there from Campbell. Malik Williams, usually more of an opposite field hitter. That 1 home run he did hit earlier this year that was against the Brantford Red Sox at this ballpark was one that went as far to the opposite field as you could have for a righty. Oh, the home run cut himself, swings through, it's 1-1.
Yeah, that game, the Brantford Red Sox game where Malik Williams went yard, was a game where everybody on the Baycats seemed to find the outfield fence. I believe there was 3 home runs in that game, and
that was when Ryan Rio and Malik Williams went back-to-back. On the ground on the left side, tough play for the shortstop. The force play at third is in time.
Wow, terrific heads-up play over there as recognizes the force play and just fires it over to third. First out of the inning, but it's still runners on first and second here. Baycats now leading 3-2.
Great presence of mind there from Sadler Goodwin. It was going to be a tough play no matter how you shook it, but realizing you had the force on the bag that you're running towards. It's a good heads-up defensive play, and that's the first out of the inning. But 2 on still for Barrie. Noah Hull at the plate, the number 7 hitter. First pitch is a called strike.
And with that, the streak of runs per appearance continues for O'Reilly. Baycats hoping to make it more than just one here in the 6th inning.
0-1 to Hall is in the dirt. Another nice block from Kemble. He's been tested early in this appearance for him, coming in kind of relatively cold during this inning after the injury to Mitsuki Fukuda.
Absolutely, Julius. You come into the game, he only had a few minutes to stretch, but he's done a great job keeping the ball in front of him behind the plate.
1-1. Fouled off. We saw that from Hall quite a bit in the last at-bat he had. Ended up with an RBI single after what turned out to be an 11-pitch at-bat. Fouled off so many pitches, protecting the plate so well.
Well, absolutely, Julius, and that really was the turning point for the Baycats. It seemed right after that at-bat that the momentum just shifted, and it's been all Baycats the rest of the way since that 10-pitch single that broke the game open for Barrie.
3-2 for the Baycats here. Now 2-2 on Noah Hall.
Another lefty-lefty matchup. Seems like every at-bat has been, or almost near every matchup has been a lefty-lefty matchup.
2-2 to Hall. On the ground. It's off his arm on the bounce. Don't see that very often. Another spoil from Noah Hall there.
This time his foul ball staying in the park. Baycats fans ready down the left and right field lines for those foul balls, looking to cash them in for 5 Baycats bucks.
Another 2-2 pitch. Inside. Hall spins away from it. Counts full.
If you're Josh Matlow watching from the stands tonight, you have to love what you're seeing in these at-bats. Just great at-bats, long at-bats. Fouling balls off, waiting for your pitch, not chasing, and it's working for them so far.
3-2, off the middle, off the glove of O'Reilly. Play at second, on to first. A great double play by the Barnstormers. Sadler Goodwin going to the bag himself and a running throw to first. Incredible defense for the Barnstormers shortstop here in the 6th inning, but the Baycats do get one. They take the lead. It's now 3-2 as we head to inning number 7. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield. Moving.ca. For all your moving needs for over 35 years, Moving.ca. The original 2 men who just happen to be small, who make moving stress-free. 2 small men with big hearts moving. We always have a big heart for you at Moving.ca. From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on Essa Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park.
We're back at Vintage Throne Stadium, top of the 7th inning. And 3-2 lead now for the Barrie Baycats after putting up that go-ahead run in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Another Frank Garces outing, another outing where he finds himself deep into this ball game. 7th inning of work for Garces, as he's done so many times in his long Baycats career.
Leading off is Braxton Haggith. First pitch, he just fouls off. Full number out next to home plate. Haggith doubled in the first inning. That 2 RBI double that put the Barnstormers on the board, but then he later struck out against Garces in the fourth.
I just saw Hayden Jaco trotting back to the clubhouse with a baseball. I wonder if he's going to cash that in for 5 Baycats.
It is fan appreciation night at the ballpark. Lots of inning prizes that we've been giving away all evening. Changeup is down low. It's 1-1.
Gar says in the late stages here, you want to limit the pitches and you want to limit the balls. We've seen an uncharacteristic walk tonight at the ballpark. Getting the pitch count higher and higher, you want to limit the walks.
Popped up and playable. After it is Malik Williams in foul territory making the catch for out number 1.
Malik Williams has been sound offensively and defensively tonight. Has been a key contributor for the Baycats tonight.
He catches that pop up for out number 1. That'll bring up Robert Mackey, who's 0 for 2. Fouled out himself his last time up, with Tyler Plumpton catching that one to end the 4th inning. And he cuts through that one for strike 1.
It's been a very quiet but dominant performance once again from Garces. Just 4 hits and a walk allowed. And we're in the 7th inning here.
Looking for his 6th strikeout here at 0-2 is up high.
Fans cheering on their pitcher on a lovely fan appreciation night here at Vintage Throne Stadium.
1-2 from Garces. Cut on and missed. Strikeout number 6 on the evening for Garces, brought to you by IMP North. 2 down. Frank Garces hasn't had a start less than 7 innings long in not what could be after this out, should he get it, 6 outings. His last one under 7 was 6 innings pitched 4th of July right here against the Maple Leafs. In that one he gave up 7 hits, just 1 earned run, a no decision, 7 strikeouts.
Julius, that's unbelievable. The level of consistency Frank Garces is bringing to this pitching staff. It's not easy to do that, and to have that streak going, pitching past the 7th inning and more. He's going to do it again, hopefully tonight. 1 out away.
He's got a 1-1 count here on Casera, who cuts through it. 1-2.
Looking for strikeout number 7 here in the 7th. He's 1 pitch away.
The crowd knows what time it is. A 1-2 count for Frank Garces. The pitch popped up and out of play. And all the kids rush after it.
Great scene down there behind, a little bit behind us. We got a good view of that foul ball.
Fans behind Garces again, working quickly, and he gets them. 7 strikeouts now on the outing for Frank Garces. We'll head to stretch time at Vintage Throne Stadium. The Baycats lead the Barnstormers by a score of 3-2. You're watching Rogers TV and Baycats TV on YouTube.
From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on ESSA Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium, and it's 7th inning stretch time here at Fan Appreciation Night. The 7th into brought to you by Seiko Solutions. Full automotive service from headlight to tailpipe.
It'll be Tyler Plumpton to lead it off for the Barrie Baycats, up with a 3-2 lead over the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers at Chatham. Mentioned it's a bullpen day. Yet another arm out there on the mound. It's Brock Whitson.
Yet another new pitcher for the Barnstormers, and Whitson a 4.14 ERA, 17 appearances and 67 innings pitched, 1 save and 36 strikeouts, 5-3 record this season.
First pitch to Plumpton is up the middle, and it will drop for a base hit. Tyler Plumpton, his first hit of the ball game. A great start to this bottom of the 7th for Barrie.
Brings up the young phenom, Osefa Jones. With no out and a runner on first, a great opportunity here for him.
Leadoff single there for Plumpton, something Whitson's not used to in this ballpark. The last time he faced Barrie was here. Matched up with Frank Garces, who threw a complete game for the Baycats. But Whitson was just as dominant. 7 innings pitched, just 4 hits, 2 earned runs. And a couple strikeouts to go along with that as well. It was an incredible pitching matchup that afternoon as the 0-1 is outside to Osefa Jones, who's up for the 3rd time this evening.
Fans cheering on their team. They've got 3 runs, but they're not satisfied. They want more here in the bottom of the 7th.
Jones sees another one outside, 2-1. Osefa Jones, we mentioned, NCAA Division I commit to Jackson State University. He had offers from a lot of bigger schools, University of Michigan, Florida State, South Carolina, some of the ones he mentioned to me, as that one's inside. But he was telling me that the program at Jackson State was going to let him play right away as a freshman, and that's something that he valued more than the prestige of going to one of the big, Power 5 schools that you typically see in the tournament almost every year. 3-1's fouled off, now it counts full. Whereas if you went to a school like Florida State or South Carolina, he was going to be probably redshirted. He wasn't going to see much playing time in the first year or so.
Well, going to be a great addition at Jackson State this upcoming season. And another great addition to the Baycats as well, as we know he can do some damage.
3-2 pitch inside, and Osefa Jones draws a walk. Back-to-back base runners reach to start the 7th for Barrie.
You know who needs a walk tonight, Julius? Kaniz Ijo, as he is looking to extend that on-base streak. With 2 on here and no outs. Perfect opportunity to do some damage.
Struck out twice earlier in the game, lined out to short in the 3rd. On-base streak sitting at 20 games. Incredible feat for Ijo, who's having looks to be an incredible career year in the IBL. Right now, he's 2nd to Jake Sanford in batting average in the league. So he has a shot at the batting title. And he flies that one out into right center. This one's deep, but it's gonna look. It is caught. A great catch there from Spencer Marcus. But moving up, both base runners. Great heads-up base running. The ball kept carrying and carrying, but Ijo can't reach base there. A great catch from Spencer Marcus, but nonetheless, that's a productive at-bat for Ijo. Plumpton and Jones both move up into scoring position.
Great recognition there from Osefa Jones. Recognized that the right fielder Spencer Marcus that ball was going to take him to the wall, and he gets the Cats out of the forced play, moving up to second base, and the infield will move in here for Brandon Hernandez.
That brings up Hernandez. 0 for 3 in the game so far with a couple of Ks. Curveball is inside.
And all 4 infielders here on the grass.
Ijo, after leading off the game in Kitchener on Sunday with a double, is 0 for 8 since. 1-0 to Hernandez is outside. Meanwhile, Hernandez, 6 strikeouts across this game and the one in Kitchener. Like you mentioned, 4 Ks and a double at Jack Couch Park on Sunday. 2-0 pitches outside again. Now, could he get the green light here? 1 out. Jones at second, Plumpton at third.
Well, a walk wouldn't be the worst thing if you're the Barnstormers, as it puts the force play intact, and a double play would get them out of the inning.
Well, their defense on the infield playing on the grass as another outside pitch. Hernandez taking all the way, and just like that, the Baycats have the bases loaded.
Well, another uncompetitive pitch sends Hernandez to first, and it'll be bases loaded for Nolan Macabroda, the tremendous first-year player for the Baycats. 331 average into this game, 5 long balls, 26 RBIs, and the Barnstormers are going to meet on the mound here.
Well, not a pitching change, but a mound visit from the Barnstormers pitching coach to maybe calm down Whitson a little bit. He didn't see this kind of offensive production the last time he was at this ballpark, like we mentioned.
Umpire going to take a stroll out there and break it up, but it is bases loaded. But if you're the Barnstormers, you're 1 ground ball away from getting out of this inning. If you're Nolan Macabroda, hard contact in the air is key. 2-run lead is so much bigger than 1, and this late in the ball game, every run matters, and every game matters as these teams march towards the postseason.
Well, this is exactly the guy you want up in this situation. Macabroda, 26 RBI this season. That's second on the team, just a Kenise Ijo, only by 1. Macabroda 26, Ijo at 27.
Macabroda doing that in almost 50 less at-bats as well.
Big pause from Whitson. Here's the first pitch. It's inside. Whitson having some trouble with his command here a little bit.
Yeah, it's 5 straight balls. Pardon me, 6 straight balls. That's the walk to Osefa Jones. Or pardon me, 5 straight balls.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Macabroda fouls it off. A big cut there, just a bit late on it.
We've seen so many big cuts from Macabroda this season. The 5 home runs, not a true telltale sign of his power, as we saw in the IBL All-Star game. He can do some damage when he connects with a pitch. Looking to do some damage here in the 7th, and the base is loaded.
Whitson looks in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled right back to the screen. You can tell Macabroda knew that was his pitch. He was right on it.
Fans getting into it. It's a 3-2 ball game. Fan appreciation night at Vintage Throne Stadium.
Big chance here for the Baycats. Bases loaded, just 1 out in the 7th inning. 1-2 from Whitson. Curveball, called strike 3. Macabroda not happy with the call.
Well, Macabroda's had success hitting the breaking ball this season. maybe just unprepared for that, looking dead red. Froze them for strike 3, and that'll bring up Ryan Rio with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
And that is a huge out for Chatham-Kent. When this is the exact situations, it seems like you're going to want a strikeout, and this looks like it could be it. For Brock Whitson, Dan Norman making his way out to the mound and making the call to the bullpen.
They'll bring in another lefty for another lefty-lefty matchup here.
Well, that's the thing with the Barnstormers bullpen, that much more lefties at their disposal than seemingly any other team in the league. As see a new pitcher in the ballgame, it's Kenny Williams coming on in relief for Brock Whitson. We'll introduce him in just a moment. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. Another new pitcher in the ballgame for Chatham-Kent. It's another lefty on the mound. It's Kenny Williams. And he have a tough task right away. Ryan Rio is his opponent, and he's got the bases loaded, 2 out. No better situation than this for Ryan Rio. First pitch from Williams is fouled off.
For Kenny Williams this season, it's a 1-3 record, a 4.47 ERA in 18 appearances. 52 1/3 innings pitched.
Ask for a new baseball. It's too bad that Mitsuki Fukuda had the injury last inning. Open stance from Rio. The 1-2. Inside and up. Rio really had to spin out of the way of that one.
Avery Matlow leading the charge here for Baycats fans. And they want a rally. They want more runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Huge spot for Rio. The 2-2 is in the dirt again, and just like that, from 0-2 to 3-2, runners will be on the move.
So much discipline at the plate. The veteran hitter Ryan Rio brings the count full.
Huge pitch here from Williams, and it's popped up. Rio just got under it. It's on the infield. It'll be Robert Mackey making the catch just behind the second base bag. Baycats leave the bases loaded. A huge opportunity wasted, but they still have a 3-2 lead. We head to the 8th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on Essa Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
Inning number 8 at Vintage Throne Stadium, the Baycats holding on to a tight 3-2 lead over the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, and Frank Garza back out for inning number 8, looking to match the length of his outing in London last week, an 8-inning complete game loss. But up with the lead now here in the 8th inning. First pitch is a called strike to Jalen Butcher, the third baseman.
Another Frank Garza outing, another good one. Another swing and miss from the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers.
Something you notice about Frank Garza is to get later in the outing, starts to work much more quickly and efficiently. Is the 0-2 here? Caught on and missed. There's a strikeout for IMP North, number 8 on the ball game for Garza.
And a Barnstormers lineup who doesn't strike out very often. Frank Garza has been dealing 8 innings and 8 strikeouts for the left-hander.
Well, that'll bring out the DH, Cattle and Morin, who both times he's been up struck out swinging. Like we mentioned earlier, just one at-bat this year coming into tonight's game.
Well, Garza's just dominant in the lefty-lefty matchups. Tough assignment for any lefty hitter. You don't envy the position of Morin at the plate.
Big cut. Looked like he was late on that one, and Garza taking advantage here. Really came at Morin with the heat. Fans back into it. Another 2-strike pitch. Cut on and missed. Morin goes down for the 3rd time tonight. Another IMP North strikeout for Frank Garza. Make that 9.
Seems like Garza has improved every inning tonight. Here in his 8th inning of work, strikes out the first 2 batters he sees. It'll flip over the order. So the leadoff hitter, Spencer Marcus.
We got Marcus swinging in the 5th inning as he flies that one out into right field. Noah Hall backing up on it. It's over his head. He overestimated how far he had to go in. Misplay out there in right field from Noah Hall. Spencer Marcus goes all the way to second base, so the inning stays alive for Chatham-Kent.
Well, with the top of the order here, that could be a costly mistake in right field. It's the shortstop, Sadler Goodwin, and Garza's going to take his time walking back to the rubber here.
Still waiting for word in the official scoring. Looks like it's going to be the first error of the ball game for Barrie. For Noah Hall, that's his 8th of the year. Sadler Goodwin up, and he sees that one just outside.
It's your 8th inning of work. Your arm's getting a little bit more tired. You want to be able to pound it in the strike zone. Walks more common the later you go into a ball game.
Well, Garza is so experienced through his professional career in the major leagues with the Padres for a couple years, and as well as in Japan. You know, the best pitchers, they save it for later in the outing as he gets another swing and miss from Goodwin.
Velocity not wavering here as he's 1 out away from getting out of the inning.
Clapping for Frank Garza. Could this be 10 Ks? Yes, it is! An IMP North strikeout for Frank Garza to end the 7th inning, 10th on the outing. Baycats still up by a score of 3-2. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning right here on Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on ESSA Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. It's 8th inning baseball. The 8th inning brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca.
Malik Williams leading off here in the 8th inning, and he's got 3 hits tonight through his first 3 at-bats. But he's facing yet another new pitcher for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. It's Garrett Day.
Garrett Day, a 1.92 ERA, 0-2 with 4 saves in 18 2/3 innings pitched.
First pitch from Day is out into left center field, but it's going to hang up and go all the way to the wall. Bounding off the wall, Williams will stroll into second base with a stand-up double on the first pitch he sees from Day.
What a night for Malik Williams. Was 3 for 3, now 4 for 4. 1 double and 3 singles, another coming out the first pitch of the at-bat. It's been early contact and hard contact, and he's been doing a lot of damage to this Barnstormers pitching staff.
Well, it seemed like the injuries that he was struggling through quite a bit this year were really hampering his offensive output. He would put together some hits here and there, but not at this pace. 4 for 4 tonight, looking like the Malik Williams we saw for a brief stretch in last year's regular season. He was hitting over 500 through his 9 games in the summer. A good opportunity here for Adam Odd, who tripled and scored in the 4th inning. As the first pitch is outside.
With Adam Odd and Noah Hull on deck, you got a runner on second to begin the inning. You want to maybe add some insurance before the 9th, before you try to close this ball game out.
There's a drive into deep center field. Casera has a play on it. He makes the catch. Tagging up at second is Williams. He'll get over to third base, and he is just safe. He didn't make the slide throw. Looked like it could have been in time, dropped by Butcher, but nonetheless, that fly ball proves productive for Barrie. Now a runner on third.
That was the second ball Adam Odd has hit out to center. This time the center fielder comes up with it. But a close play there at third base.
It's 1 out now for Noah Hull. 1 for 3 tonight with that RBI single. First pitch to him is quite inside. Last time he was up, he grounded into an inning-ending double play. That was actually a terrific play. It ended up being 1-6-3. Sadler Goodwin's defense at shortstop might have saved a run there as he fouls that one out of play.
Yet another foul ball from Noah Hull here. The infielders playing in a little bit, maybe protecting the bunt, as Malik Williams is just a bag away from scoring here with one away in the inning.
Well, they're gonna, if they see a ground ball, the first play they're making is right back to the plate. The 1-1 pitch, inside and low, and Hull cuts right through it.
We've seen tremendous at-bats from Hull. We'll see what he has in store here in a 1-2 count, and Tyler Plumpton on deck. Avery Matlow wants a hit. We'll see if he'll get it here.
1-2 from Day. On the ground to short. It's Goodwin. Looks back. Williams at third. The throw into first is in time. 2 down. Williams, the ball was hit so hard he couldn't advance. And with that defense playing right on the grass on the infield, no chance at even attempting to go to home plate.
Well, 2 outs. You're a hit away from scoring a run. And as we move into the later stages of this 8th inning, a very huge at-bat here.
First pitch to Plumpton is right down the middle for strike 1.
Only 5 RBIs on the year for Plumpton. Would love to make it 6 here in the 8th inning.
Right back up the middle, a little soft roller. Takes quite a hop on Goodwin, but the throw into first is in time to get Plumpton. After the leadoff double, Williams ends up stranded at third. And we're going to head to the top of the 9th. It's still a 3-2 Barrie Baycats lead. We'll see if Frank Garza makes it back on the mound for inning number 9 when we come back on Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on ESSA Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium, the 9th inning of Baycats baseball, brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca. We're here in the 9th. It's closing time for the Baycats, and it's their closer, Brad Grieveson.
Big spot here for Brad Grieveson, the heart of the Barnstormers order coming up. Seth Strong to lead it off. First pitch from Grieveson, a big cut and miss from Strong.
7.8 ERA out of the bullpen for Brad Grieveson. 2 saves and 15 innings pitched this season.
His last outing in relief, a 4 2/3 outing against the Maple Leafs. Down the line foul by Strong. Quickly 0-2 here for Grieveson. And we're going to get A little bit more pine tar on the bat for Seth Strong.
Well, it's a tough assignment right out of the bullpen in Seth Strong. Gonna have a huge factor in which way this inning goes. If you can set Seth Strong off, set him down, or if Seth Strong can get the better of Grieveson.
Top of the 9th inning, an 0-2 count on MVP candidate Seth Strong. Here's the pitch. It's up high.
Well, brings the count 1-2. But started off with some fastballs. We'll see what we get here.
Big pitch. It's spoiled again by Strong.
Not going to see too many Ks from Seth Strong. Not going to see too many Ks from Brad Grieveson. He wants to make you hit it on the ground and make his infield do the work.
1-2 from Grieveson. Up and away. Seth Strong, the IBL leader in slugging percentage right now. 717 slugging percentage to lead the IBL this year. Takes 2-2. He drives it out to deep left center field. It's carrying. It's way back, and it's going to get off the wall. Ejo will pick it up on the warning track. It's rounding second, but staying there is Strong. So a leadoff double. Mentioned his slugging percentage. That's exactly what he's been doing all season long for the Barnstormers. Tough start to the 9th for Brad Grieveson.
Well, there's another 2 points onto the slugging percentage there. And it's Greg Campbell, the replacement catcher tonight.
First plate appearance of the game for Campbell after taking over for Mitsuki Fukuda earlier in the game after what appeared to be a hand injury on a foul ball. First pitch from Grieveson is a bunt right at Malik Williams. Seth Strong is safe at third. The throw into first is in time. Successful sacrifice for Campbell.
Yeah, the Baycats getting out, but more importantly for the Barnstormers, they advance that runner to third. All they need is a long fly ball or possibly a sac bunt to tie this game up at 3.
Couldn't ask for a better situation to play some small ball if you're Dan Norman, Barnstormer manager.
Well, you bring him in as a replacement, and he gets the job done there in his first plate appearance.
It's Braxton Haggith. He hits a fly ball. This one's in the shallow right field. Charging is Noah Hall, and he makes the catch. Strong is... No, he doesn't make the catch. It drops. Strong scores into second base is Haggith. It looked like Hall had a great shot to make that catch in fair territory. Overran it just a little bit. Second time he's misplayed a ball in that fashion in this ball game. So
another tough break in right field. Runner perhaps would have scored anyways, but Baycats don't get the out. It's 3-3. Runner on second. Brad Grieveson will reset.
Another error charge to Noah Hall. Let's make that first pitch strike. Make that 9 errors on the season for Noah Hall. And now a tie ball game. It's going to be a blown save for Brad Grieveson. Little floater right at second base, and they will not be able to double up. Hernandez makes the catch. Staying there safely, though, however, is Haggith, who obviously saw that play developing.
Well, you really want to keep that runner at second. Big at-bat here with the 7-hitter Lee Kucera.
Polowick pops out. A little bit of a wasted opportunity for Chatham-Kent with 1 out and a runner on scoring position, but another opportunity now for Kucera. Pardon me, Spencer Morin will be pinch hitting for Lee Kucera.
Pinch hitting for Lee Kucera, number 25, Spencer Morin.
First pitch from Grieveson to Morin is just high.
Been a lot of tough calls on that right side of the strike zone. It's been consistent, however. Grieveson not getting the call there.
A little floater out to left field. It'll drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Haggith. It gets past the safe of Jones. On to second is Morin, sliding in safely. And the Barnstormers, an unlikely scenario, take the lead here in the ninth.
You bring in the pinch hitter and he gets the job done. Still 2 outs and still a runner on second base. The Barnstormers take the lead. It's 4-3.
Torin Vasilenek will be pinch hitting for Jalen Butcher as they're going to get a mound visit from Jeremy Eulenbrook. Try to have a chat with Brad Grieveson and bring Tyler Plumpton in and Brandon Hernandez. Another tough scenario. It seems like Brad Grieveson's been pitching with a man on second this entire inning. Maybe the most stressful situation you're going to see as a pitcher, with knowing there's someone behind you. If you give up a hit just like that Morin had in left field, that run's going to score, and that's what cost the Baycats right now. 4-3 Chatham.
Another pinch hitter here for the Barnstormers.
Brandon Hillier is warming in the bullpen for the Baycats. First pitch to Vasilenek is a called strike. Vasilenek, the leader in strikeouts in the IBL this year. Popped up. This could be playable. Charging in from first is Macabrota. Brad Grieveson making a play. It drops on the infield. A run scores. Baycats defense really letting the team down. Couple errors in this inning. And Barnstormers take a 5-3 lead.
Well, that was as high a fly ball as we've seen tonight. Maybe lost that one in the lights or lost it on the way down. Either way, Barnstormers now lead 5-3. Still 1 out away from getting out of the inning.
So there is an error charged to the Baycats. 3 errors now in the game, all late. 3 runs here in the ninth for Chatham-Kent. Cattle and Morin, the DH. First pitch is outside. Morin has struck out each of the 3 times he's been at the plate, all against Frank Garces.
Yep, and he's had all of his at-bats against the lefty Frank Garces, now getting to face a righty.
There's a pop-up, shallow left field. Brandon Hernandez will make the catch and finally end what has been a disastrous 9th inning for the Barrie Baycats. 2 errors lead to 3 runs for Chatham-Kent, and they'll try to protect that 2-run lead in the bottom half of the 9th inning. We'll be right back. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
From basic to cosmetic dentistry, Smiles on ESSA Dental has all your dental needs covered to knock your oral health out of the park.
Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium, and what seemed like it could be a win for the Baycats has turned into now a comeback attempt. 5-3, the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers in the bottom of the ninth inning. 3 runs put up by the Barnstormers to take the lead in the top half of this inning. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Baycats lineup to do up, starting with a save for Jones against Garrett Day, who is now trying to secure a win. On the ground on the left side, it's Goodwin. Throw on to first is in hard and in time to get the speedy Jones, 1 down.
And if you can look on the bright side, for the Baycats offense this inning, you have your guys. It's 1-2 due up now, and Kenisi Ejo looking to extend that on base streak. If you're looking to make a comeback, you have the right guys at the plate, and tough situation, but you've been here before, you've gotten it done. The theme of the season has been resiliency. Baycats looking to bounce back once again, as they've done so many times this 2024 summer.
Kenisi Ejo 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts. First pitch is up and in.
These fans trying to cheer on their Cats and get a little bit of momentum going here in the bottom of the ninth.
That one's outside, 2-0. Just an incredible turn of events here at Vintage Throne Stadium. The Barnstormers silencing the Barrie crowd with 3 runs. Ejo sees that one on the outside corner.
Well, we saw it last half inning. It all starts with a base runner. It has to start with somebody on. You're not going to send one over the fence and win the game. It's got to be done with a team effort, and Kenisi Ejo looking to start it off right here.
That one outside, 3-1. That's a great point, Dylan. Seth Strong started the inning out with a double. Greg Kemble, the bunt, moved him over the third, and then from there, a couple errors. Haggith reaching on an error by Noah Hall, the right fielder, as that one's grounded up the middle. Another play for Goodwin. The running throw is in time to get Ejo. Sadler Goodwin making it look easy at shortstop, and just like that, Barrie Baycats down to their last out.
He has had a tremendous night over there at short, making those plays look easy, just as you said, Julius.
Saw a couple pinch hitters in the top of the ninth inning. We'll mention those defensive changes. Spencer Morin is now the right fielder, and Torin Vasilenak now at third base. First pitch to Brandon Hernandez is on the ground, up the middle. Tough play for Goodwin. He scoops it up, and throw is in time to get him. An incredible comeback effort by the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. 3 runs in the top of the ninth inning to take this one from the Barrie Baycats by a score of 5-3. Garrett Day securing the win there. The loss is going to go to Brad Grievous, and a tough one for him. Defense behind him really been the story of that inning.
Our next home game and final home game of the 2024 regular season is Saturday
Tough one for
afternoon.
Baycats fans on Fan Appreciation Night.
We hope to see you
It's more Baycats baseball tomorrow.
Until next time,
I'm Dylan Quinn, Julius Hern.
Good night, and God bless.
Baycats back at tomorrow. They'll be in Brantford. That's an 8 o'clock start at Arnold Anderson Stadium. Then right back here the very next day, Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock to end out the regular season against the Hamilton Cardinals. A 5-3 loss to the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers to the Barrie Baycats. I'll be on the call tomorrow in Brantford, actually. So tune in there on their YouTube channel. Meanwhile, for me, I'm Julius Hern. Dylan Quinn, thank you so much. Brian Backland, our producer, entire Baycats TV crew. A 5-3 win for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Have a great night, everybody.